What is up, guys? It's Ian from the PI Podcast coming at you with another Jaguars video. The Jaguars are my favorite team. I'm hoping for a huge bounce back year this year. And today we're going to talk about the 2022 Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver room. I just seen on Twitter today this listing where they have the Jaguars as the top 5 worst wide receiver core in the NFL. I think that's crazy. Couple reasons why. Yes, Christian Kirk, expensive, kind of. I mean, if you really look at the contract, it's a very team-friendly contract, and if he performs well, he gets paid, which I think is how most contracts should be. But a lot of people don't realize the pieces. They're looking at the name, they're not looking at the actual player. You know, everybody hears Christian Kirk, Christian Kirk, blah, 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 Marvin Jones, blah, 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 Zay Jones, blah, blah, blah. This wide receiver core actually has a lot of potential because, one, it's a lot of veterans. There's a lot of vets on the wide receiver roster. Yes, Christian Kirk is going to be the number one guy. However, what people don't look at is the pieces that are behind those 3 names. Laquan Treadwell had a very good connection with Trevor Lawrence last year. Laquan Treadwell was a bright spot in the wide receiver room last year. He made some pretty good plays. He caught a couple touchdowns from Trevor Lawrence, and you could see a relationship building between Trevor Lawrence and Laquan Treadwell. Laquan Treadwell had a couple drops, but his drops were nowhere near like Laviska Shenault, Marvin Jones. Like Laquan Treadwell came in, Tavon Austin had a lot of drops, and I'm glad he's off the roster. But Laquan Treadwell really came in and tried to earn a spot on the roster, and I liked what I've seen from him. Laviska Shenault has came back to training camp bigger and stronger. He's going to still be the fast guy he is on the field, but you saw the tackles he's broken in the past. He's going to be breaking even more tackles now because, one, he's going to get the limited receptions, which is going to cause him to want to really produce on the times he gets the ball. I think with Sanjay Lee, the wide receiver coach, leaving and them getting a new one is going to greatly help the wide receivers perform at a higher level. This year there will be no distractions. Doug Peterson is going to be a professional coach. They're going to go out on the football field every single game and play the game of football for a chance to win and not just play the game. So Laquan Treadwell, Laviska Shenault, and then Jamal Agnew is a beast. He's super fast. When he gets the ball, he is insanely hard to catch. You literally have to get him behind the line of scrimmage, or if he gets in the middle of the field, he's burning everybody. And he made some really good catches last year. The fact that he was a corner coming into the league and he has developed his hands to become a wide receiver just shows you the kind of talent he has. And I think Doug Peterson designing an offense with Laviska Shenault and Jamal Agnew in the middle of the field doing crossers and stuff, it's going to be insanely hard for a defense to, 1, stop it, and 2, catch them once they catch it. Another name that I know a lot of as Jags fans we're all excited about is Travis Etienne. Yes, he's not a wide receiver. However, I think he's going to be that hybrid type back that plays out of the, from behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be playing on the outside. He's going to be playing all over the place. I think he's going to be a true Deebo Samuel type wide receiver eventually. I think he's always going to be a running back, but I prefer him being on the outside or even in the backfield lining up to catch a pass or a screen than I do James Robinson. I want James Robinson in the backfield being a true 3-down back. I know his health is a little bit in question, but he's not going to get as many carries because of Snoop Conner coming in. I think Snoop Conner is going to fight for some carries, plus Travis Etienne is going to be carrying the football as well. This team really has the potential, and I'm hoping with the addition of Walker Little to right tackle, I'm hoping he wins the job at right tackle. Brandon Scherf at right guard, Tyler Shatley and Ben Barch. I hope they play well enough at offensive line to where Trevor gets the time for a couple deep balls to Marvin Jones. I really want to see the time of possession huge, so I don't want to see 15 to 20 yard pass attempt. You know what I'm saying? Like yards per attempt. I want to see smaller yards per attempt, 6 or 7, 8 yards. And I want to see our time of possession give the defense the time to actually relax on the sideline. And I think that will greatly improve our defensive game. Granted, I'll make another video on this. The defense is going to be really good this year. I fully expect this linebacker core that we just drafted and signed from Devin Lloyd and Laquan. I really think that they have potential to be a duo that's like one of the greatest the Jaguars have ever had. And then if Trayvon Walker can perform, man, I'm telling you, this defense can be scary with Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker from both ends. I mean, that can really be scary to watch. So yeah, the wide receivers, like I said, I think they're going to be decent. I think Trevor Lawrence throws between 3,500 and 4,000 yards. I think they really utilize the run game because of Travis Etienne and James Robinson. And I think a lot of his yardage is going to be yak because of Etienne's ability, Jamal Agnew's ability, and Laviska Shenault's ability. But like I said, I'm fully expecting this team to start really shaping up midway through the season, and to where at the end of this season, going into next season, we are all going to say, wow, this team really has a chance to be a playoff team next year. Because this year is going to be a super hard year for them to do that. One, they all have to gel. You know, new scheme, new coaches, basically new everything other than GM. And I said it in a video before, I'm willing to give Trent Baalke this year to really prove that last year was all Urban Meyer. I know Trent Baalke's passed. I'm hoping he's changed from it, but that's all I'm giving him is this year. If we don't produce at least 5 or 6 wins and play competitive football all year, get him out of there. I don't want another offseason with him. I don't want another draft with him. As long as this season goes good, I'm cool with keeping him for another year. I think it should be a year-to-year basis for him. But with that being said, this offense has potential to be good, and I'm tired of seeing that it's a bottom 5, bottom 10 wide receiver core when Christian Kirk had a very good year last year. Marvin Jones has the potential to be a good, solid vet. Zay Jones, he's going to get more reps than he did in Las Vegas. Laviska Shenault, I think, is going to have a comeback here. Travis Etienne is going to be awesome, and Jamal Agnew. Between catching the ball, running it, and catching punts and kickoffs, Jamal Agnew is one of my favorite players on the Jaguars right now, and I think everybody should be like really excited for the NFL season. I hope we win our division games. That's one thing. If we win 6 games and all of them are division games, I'll be ecstatic. I want to keep the wins against Colts at home, and then I want to beat the teams that we should have beat last year, like the Jets. I want to beat the Lions. I want to beat all these teams that we should beat. The Texans twice. We should be demolishing the Texans every year. I want to split with the Titans at least, and I want to split with the Colts, and I want the Colts win to be at home. Keep the streak alive. There's a couple other teams in there that I think we can sneak a win from, but I'd be happy with competitive football. I think everybody that's a Jaguars fan would be happy with competitive football. So that's my take on the wide receiver group. Has a chance to be top 15. Hopefully it happened. Doug Peterson was the perfect head coaching hire. Granted, I was team Byron Leftwich, but Doug Peterson was a safe option, and it was a good option for Trevor Lawrence as well. Either him or Byron Leftwich, you weren't really making a wrong decision in my opinion. However, Doug Peterson was a safer option because Byron Leftwich is unproven at the head coaching job. Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl. So the Doug Peterson hire was definitely the smart one. But anyway, guys, we go live tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be talking football. We're going to be talking off season. We're going to be talking this upcoming season. We might play some Weddle. So don't miss it. PI Podcast live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. And then we post a video every 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, Christmas Eve. So thank you guys for watching. Go Jags, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching the PI Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and tune in next time so you don't miss the latest news in the NFL world. You can also follow us on TikTok at PI Podcast and on Twitter at PIPodcasters. Until next time.